It's February 19th, 2011. I'm Random Rab, and this is my driver. I've been performing music since, well, as long as I can remember in some ways. And I played violin and studied music in high school and played in bands and, jazz bands, orchestra, all that kind of stuff. And then got into a little duo, and we couldn't find a good drummer, as many people understand when they're in bands. And so we got a drum machine. Next thing you know, I had a little synth, and before you know, I had all this gear and just started making electronic music. And I've been into it ever since. Since I was a little kid, I was listening to the Chariots of Fire soundtrack on a 45 record that my dad had, and I was pretending to conduct it with chopstick. And I remember feeling the music. I never felt music before, and then the first time I felt the music, dun 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 dun, and then I felt like the back of my head fell out. And I just kept playing that record over and over again, and I wanted to recreate that feeling over and over and over. And I just remember that since that moment, I just listened to music in this way that I wanted to get through to that place of just like great understanding and knowledge and bliss, really. Experience life in the best way. It's like the way I feel that music affects us is that metaphorically, there's this board, and it has all these knobs on it, and each knob controls an emotion. Happiness, sadness, these are all these basic emotions. But then each one, there's multiple layers of these emotions, and some of them are these nuanced emotions, and you can turn these knobs, but each one affects another one, and music is like getting into these knobs of emotion and turning them and trying to figure out where you want to go with your feeling and what story you want to tell in your head. And I had this epiphany that I wanted to feel good. And that's why I started making this music, was to feel good and tuning the knobs that really make me feel good. I've done 13 Burning Mans in a row, and it's completely changed my life. The experience, the community, and out there, and the way that the giving and love, and Sunday Sunrise has been one of the greatest moments of my life every year. I remember this feeling of wanting to play at Sunrise and to share this new music that I've been working on, which is I've been making breaks and dark music, and I had this light love music, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I was like, well, I'll play at Sunrise. And sure enough, I didn't think anyone would like it, and people were like really feeling good about it, and it felt good to me to share it, and it took me in this new direction with my music I guess a more loving kind of a music about love. And for some reason, Sunrise at Burning Man, people are open to that vibration, and where otherwise they may not be, although that's changing now. And I think that people are much more open to it across the board, but at that time it seemed like it was limited to that moment. And so every year it's just been like kind of a New Year's, like a celebration of this amazing morning. My new album is going to be released in spring 2011, and yeah, I'm really excited for it. It doesn't even have a name yet, but my inspiration for it, as always, is death and the celebration of death, and life and the celebration of life. For everyone watching, this is very important. This is the nutshell. This is the sphere. Where there once was a sphere, there is now a square. And I really hope people like what I'm sharing with this message in my music. I am Random Rab. I'm Random Rab. I am Random Rab. I am Random Rab, Portland, Oregon. It's so good to be here. Thank you all for joining me. Really appreciate it.